everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Railsplitter Athletics Report. We are on live and on location at the Lincoln Memorial University Lamar Hennon Field this week for the regular season finale of the Railsplitter Athletics Report. Of course, only two LMU athletic teams still are in the process of completing their seasons, and the first, of course, will be the LMU men's golf team. They'll travel down to Howey in the Hills, Florida this weekend, where they will compete in the NCAA Southeast Regional. And then the LMU baseball team, they've still got a couple of 3 weeks, something like that, before they play in the first NCAA Southeast Regional Baseball Tournament of the NCAA era here at Lincoln Memorial University. And for those who have played baseball on the diamond here at LMU, it is the first postseason play in a national tournament since 1959. We're going to be talking with LMU head baseball coach Jeff Sixeye, and we'll also talk with LMU head golf coach Travis Muncy about the postseason play and about the regular season and about how they got to this point. So we've got a lot of great things in store for you. We'll also tell you about some other things that have happened over the past week in terms of the Lincoln Memorial University Athletics Banquet and much, much more here on the Railsplitter Athletics Report. Hey, folks, to keep up to date on all that's going on with LMU Athletics, pull up the LMU Athletics website, www.lmurailsplitters.com. You'll find all the latest scores, facts, statistics, player profiles, and much more. We'll take this break, and we'll be right back after this on the Railsplitter Athletics Report. Stay with us.
Sigmund Communications is your local radio and television stations bringing your local information, local news, and the best music from yesterday and today. Sigmund Communications was established in 1987 on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University. Since then, we have been involved in community events and other projects. Sigmund Communications is not only your local radio and television stations, but we are a learning facility aimed at educating students in the field of broadcast communications. Sigmund Communications, not just the great building with satellites that sits on the hill.
We're now MediaStream, bringing home to you more and more improvements. As your hometown team, we're dedicated to bringing our friends and neighbors more service upgrades than ever before. Always available 24/7 customer service and technical support. 30-day money-back guarantee on services. Improved bundles that will save you money. Get ready to do more of the things you love with the people you love and with savings you'll love. Call 1-800-392-2662 for details. MediaStream, bringing it home to you.
Bringing it home to you.
Since 1973, DeRoyal has been a leader and an innovator in manufacturing products for the healthcare industry. DeRoyal supplies more than 20,000 products and product lines such as acute care, orthopedics, wound care, and trauma. DeRoyal is proud to be the largest supplier of orthopedic soft goods to clinics and hospitals in the nation. Since its start in Tazewell, Tennessee, DeRoyal has grown to open factories in over 29 locations worldwide and employs over 2,000 people. DeRoyal, a name you can trust and an employer you can count on.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic.
Not since 1959 has the Lincoln Memorial University baseball team embarked on national tournament play. However, in mid-May, the Railsplitters will travel to parts unknown at this point to take on an unknown opponent as well in the upcoming NCAA Southeast Regional Baseball Tournament. Jeff Sixeye, head coach of the Railsplitters, joins us now. First of all, Coach, congratulations. No better times that I can remember since I've been a fan of LMU baseball as right now, with the Railsplitters winning their first ever SAC tournament, a 9-4 decision, and well, what a way to win it over Carson Newman. You got to like it if you're going to get the victory in that one.
Yeah, it was an exciting day, especially the fashion that we did it, not only beating Carson Newman, but playing 3 games in a day and winning the last 2 to win it. Just really happy for our kids and the university to be in this position, and hopefully we can continue to play well.
Coach, you've been here now 10 seasons at the helm of the Lincoln Memorial University baseball program, and this one has been one that I know has eluded you until now, but it's got to be extra special getting it with this group of guys, and I know you had some guys that have been here with you all 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a steady, slow climb. It's come a little later than I wanted it to, but you know, the timing is right on, and with this group, no one deserves it more, and just really happy for our seniors, but our entire team as well.
Let's go back to the final couple of weeks of play. I know we broadcast the Lenore Rhine doubleheader here on that Saturday, I believe, in the final couple of regular season games, and you split with the Bears there. When you went into the tournament, I felt like, from what I had seen just from the outfield and from here behind the plate, that this was an LMU baseball team that really could play with anybody in the league, and I think that was evident by going to Catawba and really having them on the ropes and making them come from behind to win it.
Yeah, I think our whole team felt that way. I know we told our team going into the tournament, if we play well, we got as good a shot as anyone of winning it, and I don't think there was anyone that we felt we couldn't beat, and even Catawba, who you could make a case we should have beat them 2 out of 3, even though we didn't get any wins there. They won by walk-off 2 times in that series. So we definitely felt confident that if we played well, we'd have a good shot to win it.
Let's go back to that SAC tournament. First game, I think Brandon Cowan's on the mound for you. He kind of set the tone for you, really gave a gutsy performance and put you ahead of everybody at 1-0.
Yeah, he's been doing that the whole year. And we needed him to go deep in that first game with our pitching the way it's set up, and he did. Gave us a complete game. We won 5-2, and he was spectacular. As he's been down the stretch, really set us up. That first game was crucial because we didn't have to use our bullpen at all. It was crucial to putting us on track to go deep in the tournament.
Game 2, I believe you took a victory over, it was Wingate, I believe, wasn't it?
Game 2 was Tusculum.
Tusculum, beg your pardon. Didn't see the statistics of that game. I was out of town that afternoon, but anytime you can beat the Pioneers, I'm sure there was probably a lot of folks that raised their eyebrows to that one because they were really usually considered one of the favorites of the tournament.
Yeah, them and Wingate both are perennial powers in our league, and we had played well against them during the regular season. Also, lost a couple tight decisions and then won on Sunday. And we had to come from behind in that game. We had a late rally. We were down 2 runs late and came from behind and held on late, pitched it well down the stretch, and got it done.
Now, and please forgive me on this, the final day of the tournament, and I'm looking at this, I don't ever recall, other than maybe tennis this year, a team having to play 3 games in one day to come away with a championship. But you open up against Carson Newman. They handed you a loss in the opening game of the day, but you bounce back with a victory over Newberry in the second game.
Yeah, well, weather forced us in that situation. Friday pretty much got washed out completely in the tournament, so it messed up the schedule. But, came out, lost. We got to the field at 7:45 that morning for a 9 o'clock game. Lost to Carson Newman in the first game. Had an hour break in between, 8 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to get fueled up. Played again at 1 o'clock, beat Newberry 12-10. We were behind 6-0 in that game early. Came back from behind and won that game. Won it. Again, had about another hour break, peanut butter and jelly again, and then played Carson Newman at 5 o'clock for the championship and beat them.
I want to talk about that Carson Newman game. And again, my first real experience of seeing the game end-to-end this year was against Alabama Huntsville here at home. Coincidentally, Wes Todd pitched the game that I was very impressed with, only a freshman. He was your starting pitcher in that championship game against Carson Newman.
Yeah, Wes had been getting better and better all year. In addition to beating Huntsville, he beat King midweek and really had improved a lot. Got off to a rocky start in the championship game. Now he had the bases loaded and had given up 2 runs before we even got an out. And I had somebody warming up in the bullpen in the first inning. But we were a little thin, and we rode it out, and fortunately we didn't take him out because he settled in and threw great.
Well, you got a lot of help from some guys. Josh Coker comes in, gives you a great effort. Nick Presley, Andre Rodriguez has been stellar all year long. I mean, Kurt Fuqua named the player, the MVP of the tournament. Your middle infield is as strong as I have seen in your career as head coach here at Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah, we set a school record for fielding percentage this year, and it starts in the middle of your field. With Nick Presley behind the plate, Kurt at short, Andre at second, and then Cody Baker in center. They were primary reasons why we fielded the ball so well, and they did so in the tournament also. All seniors, so we're going to have to find a way to replace those 4, but they were outstanding all year, especially in the tournament.
Coach, it's been quite a year for you, and I was joking with you before we went on the camera. I mean, you got your first taste of real hunting this year. You came away with a big elk over in Kentucky. For a lot of guys like myself, that's kind of like hitting the lottery. Your family has grown year after year over the last few years, and obviously you and your wife have started your family. You had Ryan Schmalls left you this year, went and took the head position down at Trevecca, but you picked up some new assistants, and really with that didn't miss a strike or didn't miss a swing.
Yeah, well, Tim Brown, before Ryan left, we had never really had a true pitching coach with any experience, and we knew that was a need. And when Ryan had his opportunity to become a head coach, we targeted a pitching guy, and Coach Brown has come in and obviously done a great job. We've improved in that area. He's a hard-nosed guy, no question, and we wanted that for our pitching staff. And then Coach Barnett also works with our catchers. He's in his first year here, his first year coaching, but has really done well with it.
All right, let's talk about the upcoming tournament. It's unfortunate for you and your team that you have to wait so long to play it. Your last game was a week and a half ago, and you're going to have to wait until mid-May to play it, but still could be in Aiken, South Carolina, could be in Mount Olive, North Carolina. We don't know who will play, but we can guarantee it's going to be a tough tournament.
Yeah, our region is probably the top region in the country with us in the Peach Belt and Conference Carolinas. We have the #1 team in the country and in our region in Mount Olive. Got the #2 team in the country and in our region in USC Aiken. So our region is the top in the country. But yet we've played Aiken already this year and competed with them. Again, you could make a case that we could have beat them twice. Had to lead late on them twice. I don't think we go in fearing anyone. We know we have to play very well, but we got as good a shot at anybody if we play well.
I'm sure that this Railsplitter baseball team is a much better team now than they were at the opening couple of games of the season when we played down in Aiken, South Carolina. That said, do you have a preference who you would rather face off and where you would rather play in the opening round of this tournament?
No, I don't have a preference. Really, it has everything to do with us and how we play. Very little to do with who we play. If we don't play well, we're not going to win. But if we do play well and do our thing and we're focused, there's no one we can't beat. I think we've proven that all year. And down the stretch, run of the season, we've become more consistent. That's why we've been more successful. And I feel like that if we play well, play consistently, it's really about us and not about who we play, and we got a good shot.
I've gotten so many emails and phone calls from LMU baseball alum talking about, hey, is that the first time that we've been in the national tournament since �59? I know there's a lot of alums out there proud of you right now, and I know that you've received some support from them in the past, but as you go out here in our last show of the season, what would you have to say to them?
Well, the support has been overwhelming, Rusty. The emails and the calls that I've gotten from former players and former coaches here, just very humbled to be the head coach of this team and take LMU baseball where it's never been. And I'm proud to be a Railsplitter and hope we can represent in a regional like we have so far this year.
Coach, best of luck this year. We hope to see you do quite well in your first NCAA tournament.
Thank you very much.
Jeff Sixside and the Railsplitters will embark on that NCAA tournament appearance. Again, it's mid-May, somewhere on the 15th through the 17th, I believe. And we want to wish them the best of luck. And certainly we hope that they're able to do it one more time and bring home the hardware, as we like to call it here on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we'll have more as we talk with Travis Muncy here on the Railsplitter Sports Network and the Railsplitter Athletics Report.
I will help families adopt children from around the world and in our own backyard.
I am teaching ethics to the next generation of lawyers.
I will make a difference for the underserved of this region.
I will be an advocate for my clients.
As a prosecutor, I fought for those who couldn't speak for themselves.
I'm a lawyer and professor.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I will be a lawyer.
I guess we'll take Morty. Yes.
Pick last. Ouch. A vault will put you back on top. It quenches and kicks. Incoming! Yeah! You're a super soda mercenary. Vault. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. Get to it!
History comes alive at the Abraham Lincoln Library and Museum on the campus of Lincoln Memorial University in Harrogate, Tennessee. Located 60 miles north of Knoxville and 5 minutes from the entrance of Cumberland Gap National Historic Park, the museum is home of one of the largest privately held Lincoln collections in the country.
A place to learn and play. My museum includes interactive exhibits as well as special events and educational programs. For more information, go to www.lmunet.edu.
We represent the Coke brand. We would like to sue Coca-Cola Zero.
Would you say that we have a case? For what?
For taste infringement.
We want to just sue them back to the Stone Age to send a message that they're tampering with really the flagship of the company.
It's one company. It's like you suing yourself.
Yeah.
But they're on a different part of our floor.
Da, 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 da.
Beautiful spring-like conditions throughout the tri-state area, and the Lincoln Memorial University men's golf team is currently using those conditions to prepare for the upcoming NCAA Southeast Region Tournament. Now, the Railsplitters are going to be heading down to a place that I have no idea where it is located, Howey in the Hills, Florida, and that's site of the 2013 NCAA Southeast Regional. For Travis Muncie, it's the second NCAA Regional in 4 years, and I know that this one was extremely special because you went over there and won the South Atlantic Conference Tournament for the second time in 4 years to get there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good tournament. We set a new conference record by margin of victory. We won the conference championship by 33 strokes.
Travis, you and your team have been here at the facility, which has been in operation for a couple of 3 years now, and over the last couple of seasons, it has really kind of grown among itself. I mean, you've got an indoor hitting facility down there, beautiful driving range, but it's a lot to maintain and upkeep in addition to you as a coach having to get these guys and get them together for practice and do what you have to do in coaching respect.
Yeah, it is a lot of responsibility, but thankful I've got a good coaching staff and support staff that, helps us get everything done. You can't do anything without your assistants, and they do a great job helping me keep it mowed, maintained, paperwork. I mean, there's a multitude of things of running a business and running a team.
To make matters worse, LMU assistant coach Matt Ringley is in the process of getting married. He'll be getting married on the 10th of May, and that will be the week after the NCAA regional tournament. That in and of itself could be a problem because if you place, I think, among the top 3 teams in the region, 7, okay, well, even a bigger problem, you could then go on to the national tournament, and that could cause some problems for the honeymoon.
Yeah, that could cut the Mexico trip a little short.
Coach Ringley, of course, not able to be with us here today, but let's talk about the strength of the South Atlantic Conference in terms of golf play in relation to the NCAA Southeast region.
Well, we went into the conference championship, one of the top-ranked teams, and we've hovered around, mid-20s, ranked in the country. And you're going into the Southeast region, which we're in the toughest region in the country. That's why 7 of the top 20 teams will move on to the NCAA finals. At the tournament, you're going to have 7 of the top 10 teams in the country playing in this region. And in the past 10 years, the national champion has come from our region.
You've been led most of the year by senior Jamie Chapman, who I think, as you mentioned at the athletics banquet the other night, has had the best stroke average, I think, most of the season. But you've also had some great play for some of your younger players, Rand Wasson, and, of course, Connor Froning, who came up and was the medalist in the South Atlantic Conference Championship.
Yeah, and that to be a great team, to be a good team, you need 2 or 3, but to be a great team, you got to be 5 deep, and that's what we got right now. We got 5 players playing really good golf. You got other guys, Braden is playing really well, Garrett is playing real well, and, everybody's score counted in that championship, and, that's what you have to do to have a championship team.
We've had some great golfers here at Lincoln Memorial over the years. Eric Kennedy, a young man who was a tremendous golfer for you a few years ago, was in that South Atlantic Conference Championship team, the first one that we took. And even on back as far as Santiago Cavanaugh, who played under another coach here at LMU. What have these guys meant to the LMU men's golf program in terms of building blocks to where we are today?
Well, they're the ones that laid the foundation because, to have a great program, you need good players. And to get good players, you've got to be a good team. And, they've laid the foundation to start that. and these guys are laying the foundation for the next group of guys. Having Jamie here, though, being the lone senior, has been great because we're such a young team. They sort of proven me wrong. This was supposed to be our rebuilding year, and they went out and really done some special things. And, I don't think we're finished yet with the regional tournament.
Well, having years like this year, it's got to be good for your success as a head coach in terms of recruiting. I mean, when you're getting the PR, I know I called down here for you the other day, and you were on the phone with for an interview with the Knoxville News Sentinel. That exposure throughout the Knoxville area, throughout the East Tennessee area, and beyond has got to be invaluable for you in terms of recruiting.
You wouldn't just believe just in a week the emails we get from Knoxville kids now, and I think a lot of people knew of LMU, but they didn't know how strong we were, and winning the conference championship like we have. And I feel like I'd rather recruit local kids if we have the talent than going out other places. And we have a great group of local kids.
Let's talk about the facility here on the campus. I mean, we talked about the indoor facility with the driving range. How valuable has it been to this team to have something like this at the end of their golf club on a daily basis that they don't even have to travel off campus to go do?
No, we were just talking about that today. I don't know what we do 2 years ago before we had this. It's such a luxury, and you don't want to take things like this for granted. We're very fortunate to have this, and we have the wedge range. Behind us you can see the putting green. The guys are actually practicing right now. We have the driving range. We have one practice hole, and then we have the complete indoor facility when the weather does get bad. But days like this, we take full advantage of the outside.
Folks, we need to remind you that this facility is open to the public, and my camera operator and co-producer of a lot of the programs we do at Sigmund, he wasn't aware of that. He's an avid golfer, and he's going to be out here, I think, on a regular basis now. But it is open to the public. They've got really reasonable prices on the golf balls, the size buckets that you get. You get monstrous buckets if you want them. I promise you that by the time you're done hitting that bucket, you will be ready to go to the house. You're not going to want to hit any more. Travis, again, when you look at the regional strength, we've seen what the South Atlantic Conference has to offer in terms of the caliber of play, and any team out of the SAC could probably come up that at any time and beat us in the SAC tournament. But in the regional tournament, let's talk about the strength. Who are the favorites in this year's regional tournament?
Oh, gosh, where do you start? You've got Nova. Then you have USC Aiken, which they're a 4-time national champions. You got Florida Southern. I mean, you have a list of Lynn. I mean, there's a list of Florida schools down there that any one of those can be strong competition. But the way we're playing right now, I'd put us against anybody. As strong and as well as we're playing as a team entire, then I think we could play with anybody on the national level.
Most of us in the tri-state area would say if you don't like the weather in Harrogate, stick around a few minutes, it'll change. Do the teams, and I know I've asked you this before in the past, but it seems like the teams in South Carolina, South Georgia, Alabama, Florida, the Southern Hemisphere, the Southeast United States, it seems like they have an almost unfair advantage over us in terms of the season that they have to play out on the course. I don't see their practice ever ending.
No, you're right there. I mean, once you get past Chattanooga, anywhere south, you're going to have that better weather on a more consistent basis. But luckily the university's built us these indoor facilities, which is sort of our neutralizer that we can hit balls during the bad times, putt, chip, try to stay loose and involved in the game during these off times. So it's sort of our equalizer, but it's not as good as the outdoors, but it has tremendously helped us during the off season.
When you go into a tournament play like this, whether it be the South Atlantic Conference tournament or the regional tournament, are you worried about the grandeur of the thing? I mean, the players, the kids looking at it and saying, wow, this is the national tournament, the jitters that they may feel. Do you worry about the other teams, or do you worry more about how your team plays?
No, really don't worry about much of both. We sort of try to treat it just like any other golf tournament. We're going to go out there and try to win it. We don't want to put too much pressure on them because, we are a young team, and, it is a grand time and, a grand experience to be in the NCAA tournament. And we want to enjoy that, but yet don't get too involved in the moment and get out there and just play the game and play our game and don't put too much pressure on them because they can play with anybody. You can't lose. You can't win a tournament the first day, but you sure can lose it, playing really poor the first day. So we go out there and try to play consistent all 3 days.
Coach, we got about less than a minute. For guys, the younger guys on the team, the Rand Watsons, the Connor Fronings, probably their best golf is ahead of them. But for Jamie Chapman, he's coming to the end of his collegiate career, so this has got to be a big one for him.
Yes, it is. The guys, winning the conference has extended his senior year. He's had a great career. We won the conference his first year. We've won it his last. He's probably going to make All-American. He was SAC Player of the Year, first team All-Tournament, first team All-Conference. I just can't think of a better way to end of a career than winning regions and going on to the national championship.
Well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck at Howey in the Hills, Florida, wherever that is. We hope you go in there and take the tournament, and you've sure made LMU proud. Congratulations on that, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's all the time for now. Let's take this break, and we'll be back on the Railsplitter Athletics Report. Stay with us.
Nestled at the foot of the Cumberland Gap, Lincoln Memorial University honors the vision and spirit of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln's values are perfectly in sync with the modern educational experience at LMU. Our students find personal attention is a way of life and a way to success. If Lincoln Memorial University fits your vision of college, visit our website at lmunet.edu for more information.
I'm with Connor Froning, freshman here at Lincoln Memorial University. He's also the SAC medalist. Connor, first of all, both your mother and father went here to LMU. It's got to be tough to follow them up and go here to their alma mater.
Yeah, it's pretty tough considering my dad played 3 sports here. And baseball was a really good sport for him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he set some records here, so it's not easy.
You took safe answer. Brad, he was a much better athlete than you were. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
My name is Rand Watson. I play golf here at LMU. I'm a sophomore, and this golf season's been an awesome blessing for me. I just want to say that, like I said, it's an awesome blessing to have the experience that we had winning the conference championship. I give all the credit to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He took us, I believe, all the way, and it's just an awesome experience. I'm really blessed to have it.
My name's Garrett Metz. I'm a freshman here at LMU, and our golf season went really well this year. We were able to win conference, and we all got to contribute to our conference. We all had a round that we got to count, and Connor's crazy. And I've known him all my life. He went to high school with me, and he was on my golf team, and so blessed to have him on my team here at college.
We appreciate all of you watching all season long on the Railsplitter Athletics Report. The results from the 2013 NCAA Southeast Region Tournament will be posted on the LMU Athletics website. And to keep up to date on how that's going on, you can pull that up at www.lmurailsplitters.com. Until next year, for everybody behind the scenes of the Railsplitter Athletics Report, for Adam Plyler, for Adam Haley, and everybody else, I'm Rusty Peace, and we appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching the Railsplitter Athletics Report.